All right, so a little bit of background. All right, so I've been sober for 2 years, 1 month, and 26 days. I do a lot with video with my job. Of course, because of alcoholism, my business took a back seat. I did a lot with video before. So anyway, I was comfortable in front of the camera, and so when I was about 4 or 5 months sober, I was all excited about this new life. And so I started another channel, a YouTube channel on sobriety, and I did 13 videos, and it was going to be a journey, my journey from being a brand new sober guy, on through now and beyond. So, but I did 13 videos, and I did not relapse. Did not relapse, but I started feeling better and better and better. And in those videos, if you go back in the channel, you'll see them. I mean, I was really skinny. I was fresh, man. I mean, just fresh, still a little bit shaky. And anyway, I was feeling so much better as time went on that I really got busy with my business again. And so I amped that back up. So, but now, 2 years later, a little under 2 years later, and I think it's very important that I get these out. Again, 2 years, 1 month, and 26 days. I am very active in my recovery community. Since day one of being sober, this is my choice. I'm not saying it's what you have to do, but it's been my choice to go to recovery meetings on a daily basis, and I've pretty much done that. Haven't missed too many days in over 2 years. So I'm very active. So I'm around addicts and alcoholics every single day now, and recovering addicts and alcoholics. And so I think it's very important that I get back in here and start doing these videos. This is a worldwide problem. I understand that. I was an alcoholic, heavy vodka use for 25 years. So what's it take to get sober and stay sober in 2025? Well, we all know we're just living in an environment. We're just living in an environment where, alcoholism is romanticized and glamorized, whether it be music, commercials, movies. They never show you the part where, the guy's laying on the gurney like I was with cirrhosis. They never show you the guy in handcuffs or the girl in handcuffs that just killed somebody or just got a DUI. They don't show you that part, rarely. What they show is have a drink and have a good time. All right. So I had a lot of problems. Since I'm going to be back on this channel and creating videos a lot, I'm going to do a lot of work on this site, on this channel. Because of that, I'm going to cover a lot of things. I mean, a lot. I've been taking notes for over 2 years, taking notes on this stuff, reading books. And so there's a lot to cover, but I just want to hit in a general way, what it's like. What does it take to get sober and stay sober in 2025? Number one is you got to be honest with yourself. One of the biggest things that I did in active addiction was I just lied to myself. I lied to myself that I could change at any time, that one drink's not going to hurt me, that I got this. You got to be honest. You got to be honest with yourself. You got to be honest with a friend, whether that be a sponsor in recovery or family member. You got to be real. Secrets will kill us. All right. Another thing is removing triggers. For me, that was friends. I had a group of friends that, that every time it was a big drunk fest. I'm in my mid 50s. I didn't get sober till I was 55. So I had, I had friends that all we did was drink, play cards, drink, play pool, drink. That's all we did. And of course, I know I'm not alone. I know a lot of people do that. But now the funny thing, when I say remove triggers, it's people, places, and things, right? People, places, and things. the funny thing is I didn't have to remove myself from my friends. My friends removed themselves from me. They're the ones who disappeared. I didn't shut them out. When I got sober, they went away. So absolutely have a whole new set of friends now, sober friends. And so anyway, there's just things that, there will become a point, and we'll get into this a lot more later, but there's going to be a point where you can do anything and you're not bothered by alcoholism or drug addiction anymore. There is a point. That has happened to me, and I know it can happen for you. It's happened for many people, outside of me too, millions of people. All right, so, but in the beginning, it's really important to remove those triggers out of your life, whatever it takes, just to stop drinking. You got to get sober first. That's just to get to that point where you're going to eventually have that peace of mind and being content. And then the third one is a huge one, and that's getting support. I know there's a lot of ways of recovery. I know there's AA, there's other programs. What I have used is AA. Been around for 100 years or so. It's been a long time. I think 90 years it's been around. That's what I do. But support is key. And getting involved in a sober community that's going to ignite your recovery. So those are 3 things that you need to do just right off the bat. In general terms, there's going to be thousands of things we talk about here from now on, but in general terms, that's going to do it. So how do you stay sober? Number 1 is building a routine. I had a routine as a drunk. I got up every day, not a specific time, because I had a business, so I didn't have to punch a clock. But I did have a routine. After I woke up every day, I dry heaved in the toilet. I went to go brush my teeth. And then, of course, the whole toothbrush on the tongue thing, that caused me to throw up in the sink. And then I would immediately go and pour a drink. So if I woke up at 7, then I started drinking at 7. Now, my thing was vodka and Sprite Zero. That's what I did for a couple decades. And so I was a maintenance drinker, and I started as soon as I woke up. So that was my routine. And I ended up, towards the end, the last several years, I was drinking, I had a routine on the pour too. So it was a 10-shot pour into a Yeti cup, and then I would just splash it with Sprite Zero. Well, I did that about, 5 times. So if you do easy math, that's like 50 shots of vodka a day, average. So I would start in the morning, and I would just go to night. It's what I did. I didn't drink water, didn't drink tea, didn't drink Coke, nothing. I drank Sprite, but in my vodka. So I had a routine. So what's important? You want to stay sober? Once you get there, you want to stay sober, keep up a routine. Keep a routine going. My story is I get up every day at 6 o'clock, which is amazing to me because I've never been a morning person, but every year, nearly 100% of the time, let's say 97% of the time, over the last 2 years and 1 month, or whatever I said earlier, over 2 years, that I get up every day at 6. I leave for my meeting at 7, and my butt is in a chair every morning almost at 7:30, and that goes to 8:30, and then my day has started. That is my routine now. Of course, brush my teeth. Except this time when I brush my teeth, I don't gag and dry heave and throw up. Amazing how that happens. Also, find a purpose. What's your purpose? We all have a purpose. What is your purpose? Maybe you don't know your purpose yet, but you got one. There's something in all of us. My purpose has changed a little bit. I was always chasing money. I was always chasing the dollar. And now there's more spiritual things involved in my purpose today. Definitely. But sobriety isn't just about not drinking. It's about discovering who you are and what you're supposed to do, and then grabbing onto that. So, seek that in yourself. Find a purpose. And then stay connected. I'm going to tell you the biggest thing that kept me in the rooms of recovery when I stumbled through those doors a little over 2 years ago, the one thing that kept me there was the people. I went to these recovery meetings. In my case, I didn't have to sign. Did not have to get a court-ordered paper to sign. I went voluntarily because we're going to get into that more later, but in another video. But it was the people. I saw 25, 30 people every time I went in there, and they were genuinely happy. And I needed that happiness in my life. And so anyway, stay connected. The more you hang around the people that you want to be like, the more you're going to be like those people. And I wanted peace in my life. I had never had it, never experienced a true peace and on-lasting peace. And they had it, and I wanted it. So stay connected. So build a routine, find a purpose, and stay connected. So that's how you get sober. Now, of course, it takes a lot more than just those 6 simple little things. But I just wanted you to know that there are a lot of us around the world. There's a lot in each little city. I don't care what city you're in. There are people right now that are successfully leading sober lives who were a train wreck. Because of alcoholism and addiction. So anyway, that's it for today. I don't want to bore you to tears, but you can do it. Leave me a comment. Let me know where you are in your journey. And again, 2 years, 1 month, 26 days, and I do celebrate every day. Talk to you guys later.